In today's class, we will study formulating of research hypothesis and objectives. This formulating research hypothesis comes under the research process. This is one of the third step in the research process. While doing the research, after the research problem and after that literature review, after that this comes under third steps, formulating the research hypothesis. Now firstly, what is research hypothesis? Here hypothesis means prediction or assuming. It means that something you are planning to do the research, that research, whether it will act, whether the drug will give good result, that is your assumptions or prediction is called as a hypothesis. Here the term research hypothesis means a hypothesis is a testable prediction. It is not a simple prediction, it is a testable. You have to prove it. Okay, whether you have to prove it or reject it, like that. This is a testable prediction about a relation between two or more variables. Two or more variables relations that you have to test the prediction. Whatever you are predicting, that your X drug is effective on Y disease. This is your prediction. You have to test that one. That is called research hypothesis. Here mainly two variables are there, two or more variables. Simply you have to consider for easy understanding two variables. One is called as a independent variable and another one is the dependent variable. It means that we are observing here cause and effect relationship. If you change the cause, whether the change in the result or effect it is there or not. If it is there, it means that the independent and dependent relationship it is there. Okay, if you change something, there is a no change in other thing, it means that there is a no relation. It means that independent relation dependent, there is a no relationship it is there. This type of relation we are testing here in this research hypothesis. The mainly hypothesis is two types. There are different types of hypothesis, but for exam point of view, only two hypotheses are important here. One is the null hypothesis, another one is the alternate hypothesis. The first one is the null hypothesis. In short, we are writing as a H0 or HO. Here, H0, null hypothesis, is nothing but to state that there is a no significance relationship. Here, there is a no significance relationship or difference between two variables. Here, there is a no relation between variable. This type of there is a no relation. There is a no relation means null it is there. Null is nothing but 0. This type of hypothesis is called the null hypothesis or H0. Example, here there is a no significant variation in hemoglobin level after 12 weeks of an iron rich diet. If you are given someone to 12 weeks of iron rich diet, there is a no relationship between, there is a not increase of the hemoglobin. This one you have to disprove. The aim behind the you are taking in your synopsis of hypothesis, that in the thesis null hypothesis, because this thing, the null hypothesis, you have to disprove that this is a not correct. Like that, you have to disprove this one, the null hypothesis. Next one is the alternate hypothesis. This one actually you want to prove in your research. Alternate hypothesis states that there is a significant relationship or difference between the variable. It means that in the two variables there is a relationship, it is there. This is called the alternate hypothesis. States that there is a significance relationship. It means that the independent and dependent, both in that there is a relation, it is there. This type of is called alternate hypothesis. Example, if you give iron rich food, then the hemoglobin increase. It is a direct relation, it is there. This is called the null hypothesis. Sorry, this is called alternate hypothesis. Iron rich diet for 12 weeks significantly increase the hemoglobin level, because there is a relationship, it is there. If you give iron rich food, definitely hemoglobin increases. This is actually in the research, the researcher want to prove that there is a relation, iron rich food increases the hemoglobin. This is the actually the researcher want to prove. And this one for the rejection purpose, they're rejecting that there is a no relation, because it is there, no relations, no relation it is there. That's why you have to prove that actually the relationship it is there. That's why we are doing the research. Okay, another example, very easy example I will tell you. The water and the water or something fertilizers, the if you are given, and growth of the plant. If you are given the fertilizers, then growth of the plant, the plant growth is fast. This type of relation, if it is the actually acting, this is called alternate hypothesis. If fertilizer given, there is no relation, there is a null hypothesis. Another one example I will give, there is a rain in other cities. There is a rain in other cities, and here that is there is no flood, or there is no excess of water increases in your area. It means that there is no relation, because rain in the other city, there is no effect in your city. It means that there is no relationship. This is called null hypothesis. The rain in your city and the water comes in your surroundings, it means that there is actually the relationship it is there. This is called alternate hypothesis. Or flood come to your area, if rain in your area, this is called alternate hypothesis. It means the two variables in that relationship it is there, this is called alternate. There is no relationship, there is a null hypothesis. Another example, if you take, you are taken the one drug for the research purpose. For example, the for osteoarthritis, you are taking the X drugs. The X drug is, if you give the osteoarthritis, the symptoms reduce. The symptom reduce, it means that there is a relation if it is there. If you are given so many drugs for so many days, there is no change here, there is no relation in between that this independent and dependent variable. Like that, we want to that prove this is the hypothesis. Now the formulating the hypothesis. In the stepwise, how we have to formulate, how we have to make a hypothesis. The steps mainly, the first is identify the research problem. While we are formulating, while you are making the hypothesis, the first step is identify actually what you want to prove. The research problem clearly you have to know. Next one, review of literature. That problem, that drug, you have to thoroughly, you have to read in your the literature, like your research papers, journals, or old textbooks. In that you have to read. Next is the define the independent and dependent variable. Actually, that independent variable and dependent variable you have to define correctly. Independent is nothing but your drug, what actually your drug you are giving, how many quantity you are, whether you are increasing gradually or decreasing gradually, you are adding something in that, like that. This is the independent variable. Due to that independent variable, this one is the second one, dependent variable. Is there any change in the dependent variable? Is that you have to prove. It means that define the independent and dependent variable. While formulating variables, you have to prove. You can take that hypothesis should be clear and specific to your drug and disease, like that. And that hypothesis should be testable. It should be that the H0 as well as H1. It means it may be rejected or it may be approved. Like that, you have to that test should be testable statement you have to write in your thesis or in your research work. Example is that independent and dependent. Here the independent variable is the regular exercise. Regular exercise is the independent. It may be you will increase the 5 minute, 10 minute, half an hour, like that. Regularly the researcher is changing here. And the dependent variable is the blood pressure. Blood pressure is the dependent variable. It means that if you change in the independent variable, that is regular exercise, if you change the time, duration, like that, if you are changing, whether there is a change in the dependent variable, that is blood pressure, this is you have to test, you have to make a formulate a hypothesis. Okay, this is the method you have to formulate the your hypothesis. This is about the research hypothesis formulating. Next step is objective. Research objectives here. Objective is nothing but the, first of all, the something you want to prove, that is your aim. That is, for example, your X drug is treating osteoarthritis. This is your aim. How you are to prove, how you are proving, okay, the stepwise, okay, that how you are step by step you want to prove, that is the objective. What are the steps you are using, that is the objective. Here research objectives, the first thing, objectives are the specific goals, specific small goals here that the research aim to achieve. This is about the research objectives. The research objectives, the some criteria is there for research objective, that is called as a SMART criteria. In the research term, in research language, we are using SMART criteria for the objective. That for that specific, that your research should be objective should be specific. Next one, that the research should be measurable as well as achievable. Something you have to achieve, achievable, relevant, related to that your topic should be there, relevant, and within a time bond only, that should be completable. Completable, that is the your time bond. That research only you have to take or you have to prove. This is your objective. In the research objective, only those topics you are selecting for the SMART criteria, based on the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Next is the types of the objectives, mainly general objective and specific objectives. The general objective is the broad aim. Just now I told, actually the your drug and the disease. Through this drug, you want to prove this disease. You want to treat this. This is your aim. This is called general objective. Specific objective is nothing but small steps. First, I will take these 40 patient, in that divide in the one group 20, second group 20. After that, I will give the standard drug to the previous old standard drug to the one patient, 20 patient A group. After that, second group, I will give the new trial drug. Like that, step by steps, if you are to achieve your aim, this is called as a specific objective. Example is to assess the effect of exercise on systolic blood pressure over 3 months. Okay, here the 3 months you have to assess the blood pressure, assess the effect of exercise, whether due to the if you regularly do the exercise, whether the blood pressure reduce or not. It means that regularly you have to monitor the blood pressure, you have to regularly give the time period, how many times that you have to do the exercise. Like that, the small steps you have to take, assess the effect of exercise systolic blood pressure over 3 months. This is the called as a research objective. Lastly, the relationship between the hypothesis and object. This is the third step here. What is the relation here? Because in the research, both steps are important. After the research, just now I told, first is the identify the research problem. Next is the literature in the research process. Okay, in the research process, first is the identification of problem. Next step is the literature review. Next one is the hypothesis. After that, your research objective. Here the relationship, it is the hypothesis gives the testable predictions. The hypothesis, it will give the prediction, testable. You have to test the prediction. This drug treat this that disease. This is your testable prediction, testable your hypothesis. This is the testable hypothesis. Objective give the roadmap. It means that your destination, hypothesis give the destination, and your objectives give the roadmap. Okay, like this road, this, like that roadmap it will give to how to reach your destination. It means simply hypothesis is a gives the direct destination, and objective is the roadmap of your aim research problem. Next is that together they will guide the study design. Both they will help you to design your research, as well as data collection. Through what method you are collecting the data? Directly you are visiting to the patient's house, or we are calling to your hospitals, or interview methods you are taking, or telephonic methods, questionnaire methods. It means that the how you are collecting the data, or previously hospital data you are collecting, like that data collection method, how you are analyzing, that also you have to mention. These both steps, hypothesis as well as research objectives, helps to get the correct decision in the correct research method you have to follow. Both methods are helpful for the research methodology. Hope you understood the today's topic. If you understood, please share to your friends and subscribe channel and like it. Thank you.